Alright guys, TikTok took away my access to my live because I was asking for money to help me with my rent because the situation was that I basically had asked for money to help for rent, but I was expecting people to just give if they wanted to give. I didn't expect people to give if they didn't want to give, and I have a GoFundMe for my bills and a GoFundMe for buying things. So, I mean, they took away my access to my life, so I can't, I'm not, instead of being all upset and thinking, why TikTok, why I appealed it, and I thought they would allow the appeal to go through, instead of wondering, oh, why is this happening to me? Why am I having such a hard time? Why is this an issue? Instead of being like that, because I know usually it's always the haters that do these things. Haters will always do these things, and I mean, like for some reason, like on TikTok, I've had people like with violations. I don't usually get a violation because I'm very good, but with TikTok, I've had this issue where I appeal a violation that I could swear is from a hater, saying that I've done something wrong. I swear it's from a hater saying I've done something wrong. But then they don't approve the appeal, and I'm not sure why. Because asking for money for help with rent, I mean, if your situation is that you are basically struggling because your hours are cut at work and you put a lot of hours into making videos, I really don't see the harm in asking for rent and helping with rent and all that, because I don't think, it's not necessarily, like if you're making a lot of videos, you're doing a lot of content, and you are, doing the best you can, and you're working so hard on making videos, asking for money for rent, I don't see as an issue. But they made it an issue. So instead of being like, oh, poor me, what's going on? My rent, I'm basically gonna have to pay my rent late unless some miracle happens. Maybe I'll get very famous. I don't know. Suddenly I'll get very famous, and then I won't have to worry. But we don't have a creator fund in Canada, so we can't get money from views, right? So we have to get money from our lives. Maybe something miraculous will happen, I'll get very famous, who knows? But in the meantime, instead of being all, oh, poor me, whatever, I'm going to not talk about asking for money like this. In situations like this, I'll just perform and do my thing, because you guys love that more anyway. Nobody wants to hear someone whining about money they can't have because they're struggling. But I mean, people do it all the time. That's why I don't know why it's a violation. But so instead of just being like, oh, feeling sorry for myself, whatever, and I need the help, whatever. When I go back to doing my live, I am going to just entertain, try to get famous, try to lose weight so that I look really, really good, instead of being like, oh, poor me, this sucks, because it does suck. I mean, I really need the help, but yes, I mean, I feel bad, I don't want people to be put on the spot, to feel like people will have to pay money if they don't want to, which I would never expect someone to pay money if they don't want to, right? But I mean, so what I'm really trying to do right now is really put the effort in to get famous and get known, because, I mean, and that's why I haven't really gotten a second job, because getting famous is really important to me, and I'm on the verge of that. I have a lot of viewers. I have a lot of subscribers, but I have a long way to go to get famous enough to quit my job, right? But I'm doing well. I mean, people are like, wow, you're doing really well, right? But to get famous enough to quit your job, you have to be very famous. All right, bye guys, thank you. So that's why I have to leave my live right away. Bye everyone.